And now, Tim Dillon is going to hell!
Our faves. Nancy Pelosi's like, some of your faves will be implicated.
Some of your faves. Just always know you should support those bitches.
Look the other way.
Stop it. Batch.
God. Is it okay? Do I sound okay? Okay.
Are we on? We're in. We're live, everybody. Funniest quote so far about the Jeffrey Epstein thing was, who was it? It was Pelosi's daughter.
No, Pelosi said some of our faves will be implicated.
That was Pelosi or her daughter?
Oh, well, okay.
I think it was her daughter.
Was it her daughter? That's still, like, you're related.
It's a little bit more understandable because she's young.
Yeah, you're right. Christine, Pelosi.
She's like a documentary filmmaker.
Yeah. It's quite likely that some of our faves are implicated in the horrific
Yeah.
sex trafficking
Some
case.
of our faves are going to be implicated in the horrific child rape and torture. These are some of our faves. Listen.
Yeah, there's should be an emoji in that
Yeah.
statement.
Don't listen.
Yes.
Yes, queen. Okay, so here's the deal.
They were tied up.
Some of our faves are participating in human trafficking. That we know. But they're still our faves. They're still our faves. Don't forget the good times,
Yeah.
the fun times that we had with them, the SNL skits about them
Yeah.
that were just fun. These are our faves. These are the people that we grew up with. Okay? So don't.
Yeah, it's like a Gilmore Girls reunion.
Yeah.
Some of our faves are back.
Lorelai sits down. She's like, Rory, some of our faves are raping and torturing children. But don't forget that time that we all went to the Christmas tree lighting together. That still means something, Rory. Rory, that still means something. Nobody's just any one thing. Someone could be just a fun, great person and also the torturer of children.
Yeah.
Innocent children.
But then Trump was there. Kill him.
Right. Kill Trump. Trump was at a cocktail party. Kill him.
I read a long time ago that Trump was around the Epstein shit, but he told people to get the get the fuck away from that young girl.
Trump kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago because people were complaining that Epstein was hitting on young girls at the pool. I think one of the members of Mar-a-Lago was like, we can't have this.
Yeah.
And I think Trump, to his credit, was like, okay,
right.
This is fucking up my business now. This man sleeping with children has now started to fuck up my bottom line.
Yeah.
So let's get him out of here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I read that. Yeah. No, I don't know.
I mean,
sounds like him.
Here's my concern, folks. My concern is for the Clintons. I just don't want Bill and Hillary Clinton to be ensnared in an episode, in a drama.
Yeah.
They had nothing to do with this.
No.
It doesn't matter.
I just want them to ride off into the sunset unscathed.
I just want them to win again. I want Hillary to get into the Democratic primary, win again, Bill to pardon Epstein, and then no one cares. Everyone's like, yes, queen. And they all get on Epstein's jet and just fly off.
Yeah.
That's what I want because I'm an American.
Yeah.
And I want Bill Clinton put out a statement today from his publicist because this is what innocent people do. This is what I am having my manager draft a statement right now.
Yeah.
That says I have no clue. I can imagine my manager. Listen, he only flies very shitty airlines. He books last minute. It's skip lagged. It's a scam. He gets off at the connecting city. He's usually in a middle seat. People complain about it. They don't like him. It's not good. But let's get Clinton's statement up. It's great.
I'm on Fox News because I thought that they would, be the best.
They have somebody
talking
texted
about
it to me. My friend texted me the statement. About 15 people have texted me Clinton's statement.
Bill
by
Clinton
the way,
knows nothing.
This is reunited. You don't understand how many friendships that this has reinvigorated. Epstein getting caught for child trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
So many people that haven't spoken in so long are like, man, what are you up to? How have you been? I'm like, good, man. I'm like, are you engaged? It looks like you're engaged. They're like, yeah, man.
Yeah, it's bringing us all together.
It's bringing us all together. It's fucking, that's what it should do.
Mm-hmm.
It's a silver lining.
Yeah, some good should come of this.
Something good should come of this, okay? So here's Clinton's statement. This is his statement that was made through his spokesman. President Clinton knows nothing about the terrible crimes Jeffrey Epstein pleaded guilty to in Florida some years ago. Or those, immediately, or those with which he has been recently charged in New York. In 2002 and 2003, President Clinton took a total of 4 trips on Jeffrey Epstein's airplane, which I don't think is true. 1 to Europe, 1 to Asia, 2 to Africa, which included stops in connection with the work of the Clinton Foundation. Which, I mean, come on. The fuck, what are they doing? You know, we're all supposed to ignore that the guy was on the pedophiles plane 4 times?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he was doing work with the Clinton Foundation. Is there no other plane that goes to Africa or Asia? Was that the only plane?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's called the Lolita Express.
Staff, supporters of the foundation, and his Secret Service detail traveled on every leg of the trip. They're also fucking kids.
Yeah.
Probably. That's probably why they got the job guarding Clinton.
Yeah.
They're like, you want to do some parties? Guard Clinton.
Yeah. The flight attendants are children.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, you got 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds are pushing the car.
Serving cocktails. And then pulling their pants up.
He had one meeting with Epstein in his Harlem office in 2002. Okay. Why? Again, this is more questions than, okay, what are you talking about? And around the same time, made one brief visit to Epstein's New York apartment with a staff member and his security detail. He's not spoken to Epstein in well over a decade and has never been to Little St. James Island, Epstein's ranch in New Mexico, or his residence in Florida. I want everyone to realize what's happening. You have an ex-president of the United States, through his spokesman, saying that he has never been to the pedophile island.
I know.
This is wild, dude.
Yeah.
This is fucking wild.
Yeah.
You have an ex-president going, I was never to...
Who's advising him to put out a statement?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's not what you do when you're completely innocent.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much. It doesn't feel like an innocent... My father doesn't have a statement ready to go on this.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I love that. He's never been to the island where they were fucking the kids. I mean, he's got to clarify that.
Yeah, he's like, no, I stayed downstairs.
Bill's only been on the thing 4 times because they were doing work with the Clinton Foundation. Good, wholesome Clinton Foundation work. Okay? Yes, he was on the plane. Yes, Epstein was on the plane. Yes, they were fucking kids, but not Bill. Bill needed a ride to Asia for the Clinton Foundation. So he just went on the plane and he, took his Xanax and fell right out. He didn't wake up with some 13-year-old's pussy in his mouth. Not at all. Not at all. And don't think it. Can we address the Billie Eilish thing?
Yeah. Yeah. I had no idea that was offensive.
It wasn't.
Yeah. I don't think it was.
It wasn't. Can you summarize what we said about Billie Eilish? And then there was some
she's
reactions.
An MK Ultra victim,
right.
And that she looks like she's being forced to go up there and dance, and looks like
I made a joke
involved in Satanism. Funny things.
I made a joke.
Jokes
that involved the premise that Harvey Weinstein was a rapist.
Right.
Sorry. I apologize. You're right. He's not been convicted in a court of law. So you're absolutely right about that. It was irresponsible of me to insinuate, based on my best knowledge, that old Harv took advantage of people in the entertainment industry, specifically women. And I made a joke. Maybe it was a tasteless joke, but that's what I do. That's what we do.
Have they seen any of the other clips?
And the joke was that this girl, who I did not know was a minor, I didn't know she was a minor.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
I didn't know what she was. She could have been 24. She could have been 34. I didn't. She was bleeding out of her eyes in the video. I didn't think she was a minor. She's doing songs about fucking people's dads. I didn't think she was a Shirley Temple. I apologize for not thinking that she was fucking Shirley Temple. She's bleeding out of her eyes in a video and saying, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. Come get me. So I said she looked like somebody who kept Harvey Weinstein kept in a cage and raped for 10 years. We put the clip up on it. And then at the end I said, Aunt Billy raped me or whatever. I should have worded it maybe differently
Yeah.
because it wasn't as funny because the wine scene was funnier. And then the rule is the tags always have to be funnier than the.
Right.
And then people got angry.
People or Instagram?
Well, Instagram took it off. And then people in the comments were defending Instagram because people were like, she's a minor and you don't know. You don't know. See, again, if you just abduct and rape minors, you get away with that for decades. But that was up. If you make a joke about a horrible world that we live in, it's down within 24 hours.
Right.
So people were defending Instagram. They're like, well, I knew this was going to be taken down as soon as it went up because she's a minor. And I'm defending the big faceless corporation. Isn't Instagram owned by Facebook? Aren't there people on Facebook live streaming their suicides? Aren't people checking out? Didn't the Christchurch shooter, what did he do on Facebook? Didn't he live stream a shooting on Facebook? The Christchurch shooter? Okay?
Yeah.
He live streamed a terrorist attack on your platform?
But he was 18 and older.
Right, he was an adult. I'm sorry. Sorry for my quip. Sorry for my quip about a multimillionaire. Go back to live streaming mass death.
It also kind of makes Instagram seem pro Weinstein. Like you're trying to, make a joke about him.
They are. I don't know who these people are at the gram. The fuck works at the gram? These people think the only people that get respect are fucking, these people. We're in the era of thought comedy now. Poster selfie, bitch.
Yeah.
We're in an era of thought comedy. Duck face, empty-headed retards making faces, and it's come fuck me comedy.
Yeah.
That's what people are doing. Don't you want to maybe fuck me? Come see my show. And listen, it is what it is. People make money the way they make money. But that's where we are now. It's thought comedy.
Mm.
People want to talk about, people are posting real thirst trap photos of themselves. Because I'm a comedian. I'm funny. Come get it. That's what they're doing. And it is what it is. But that's what Instagram would love everything to be.
Yeah.
Just duck face, thoughts.
Just full of bimbos.
Just full of people, fitness trainers.
Yeah.
Here's how to make a turkey burger. You want to make a turkey burger? I'll tell you right now, I was in an Uber today with a guy who had to be 700 pounds. At a certain point, Uber has to say no.
Yeah.
He looked like Israel Comic Weewol. His fat had spilled from the driver's seat into the back seat, and I was sitting with another person. I thought I took a pool, but it was the rest of him in the back. And I'm not in shape. I get it. But this was too much. I'm going to lose weight because fat now is like this proud identity that I don't want to be a part of. That's why I have to lose weight. I don't want to be part of like the fat movement.
It's like becoming cool.
It's becoming the
It's like
thing.
the cool band, and you knew them before.
I'm not even ashamed to be on a beach. I should be. I'm not even ashamed. I'm just walking around like, yes, bitch. Because that's what it's about now. Yeah. So I gotta scale it down. I hope and pray. Maybe I'll become a thought comic.
Yeah.
I'll just start posting selfies like this. Hey, my clip is coming. You ready? You ready for my comedy clip? You like it? You want it? We're in the era. I had somebody over the other day and I go, just accept that this is done. That the world we're living in is kind of over.
Yeah.
We're at the end of humanity. We're hopefully going to the post-human era where this phone will be in your fucking body within 10 years. And we're done. We ran a race. It was great. Mm-hmm. But people don't, I don't want to be too dark. I don't want to be that guy that depresses everybody.
No, you're never that guy.
But I just want to let people know that it's all here, folks. We have an ex-president going, I was never on the pedophile island. Can you imagine? I was never on. Hey, I was not on the pedophile island.
Yeah.
What?
It feels like something in the realm of what Trump would say. Like, like Trump would actually address it just because he like just says anything. And now Clinton is kind of.
I said it on Twitter. This ends with Alex Jones getting the Medal of Freedom. And we're going to find out that he was right about Sandy Hook. We're going to find, that's next, by the way.
I could see it happening.
That's next. We find out there never was a Sandy Hook. That's coming.
Mm-hmm.
And that will not be the Instagram clip. That will not be the Instagram clip. The Instagram clip's just going to be me talking about how to make a turkey burger. Is this a lean meat, brown rice, put it in a bowl. You ever watch the Instagram fitness people? They're all hot.
Yeah, yeah.
They're all great looking.
Yeah.
They all just take pictures of themselves all day. These fucking models. I follow a few of them.
Yep.
They just sit there.
Putting their tits in front of French toast.
I always comment, like one kid, they all wrap it up with like positivity. It's always like, one kid was like, your face, like you should smile, and because your face, I'll show you exactly what happened, because I commented, and I will continue, by the way. I just want some interaction, and none of these fuckers give me the interaction that I want. But do you need help out there? I know you do. I know you do. I know each and every one of you needs something. You don't know what it is, but there's a clawing feeling, like something that lives inside of you is eating away at the part of you that matters, the only part of you that matters, the part of you that came alive as a child, the part of you that still believes that things will be ultimately good, the part of you that believes in love, the part of you that hopes for a better world. You believe that, you believe that part of you is essential to you, and you're correct. And as you get older, that part of you wears away little by little. Every disappointment, every slight, every dark episode of your life kind of makes that little hopeful inner child scream a little more, and you lose yourself. You slide into an abyss. You can't feel it happening. It's like the nothing. You ever see The Neverending Story? It's a great film. It's about a guy named Atreyu, and he's who gives a fuck what he is? He's rides a horse through a magical land, and it's being eaten. And what's eating it? The nothing. That's what's eating it. Not some big evil character, not Donald Trump, okay? The nothing. Just the absence of good, the absence of anything is just eating, and Atreyu loses his horse in the swamps of sadness. It's a great fucking movie. And then there's a big rock creature, and then there's also a big turtle named Morla, and the turtle says one of my favorite things ever. They go, "Do you care?" And the turtle goes, "We don't care whether or not we care." That's what it's about. You see what I mean, folks? That's what it is. Answer questions with that. I don't care what the question is. Start looking at people, look them right in the eye and go, "We don't care whether or not we care." That's it. The nothing is eating you, and there's nothing you can really do about it. You're wrong. You're wrong. You can go to betterhelp.com/Tim Dillon. Okay? BetterHelp is online counseling. It's here for you. They offer licensed professional counselors who specialize in issues like depression, stress, anxiety, relationships, sleeping, anger, family conflicts, self-esteem, and more. BetterHelp lets you connect with your professional counselor in a safe and private online environment. Anything you share is confidential. If you're not happy, you can switch at any time to another therapist. You can schedule secure video or phone sessions plus chat and text with your therapist. Okay? You can switch at no additional charge. I don't remember how Atreyu beat the nothing. I don't remember. I also don't remember believing that he did. I thought the nothing was kind of going to win. But I don't think it did at the end. Maybe it did. It should have, I think. Because it was looking very, but it's a movie. But I don't want the nothing to win. We all battle against our own nothing. I'm trying to think how he says the luck dragon, had a big part in it. Falkor, that big dog, okay? That huge dog. It was a white dog, big white luck dragon. It was not a dog, it's a furry dragon. He helped defeat the Nothing. I don't know how, because the Nothing seemed very formidable, and then this kind of happy, dumb, big puppet flying around. It's like, well, if that was, could we have done that earlier in the film? Why? I don't know. Maybe the rock creature had something to do. I don't know what happened. I want to watch the film again. My point is this, okay? The Nothing doesn't have to win. You don't have a luck dragon. You don't have a big, fluffy white dog. And if you do, you're a racist. You're a Nazi. But what you do have is a great online counseling service called BetterHelp. 10% off your first month by going to betterhelp.com/Tim Dillon, TIMDILLON. Why not get started today? BetterHelp.com/TIMDILLON. Simply fill out a questionnaire to help them assess your needs and get matched with a professional counselor that you'll love. I'm just looking up the ending to Neverending Story here because I personally want to understand what happened at the end. Let's just see here at the end. So here's the plot. At the end of the movie, I don't want to ruin it, but I'm gonna ruin it. The Empress tells Bastian that he has the power to bring back Fantasia within his imagination. Well, Bastian recreates Fantasia as he flies on Falkor's back. Yeah, that's what it's all about. And then he sees the land and its inhabitants restored. This movie's retarded. And that Atreyu has been reunited with Artax, the horse that died in the swamps of sadness. When Falkor asks what his next wish will be, Bastian then brings Falkor back to the real world to chase down the bullies from before. The film ends with the narration that Bastian has had many more wishes and adventures and adds, but that's another story. So Falkor, the luck dragon, comes into the real world because the kid's being bullied and he scares the bullies. Yeah. I mean, listen, folks, it's not The Godfather, okay? Don't start with me. I'm trying to help you out. BetterHelp. I do like the Nothing, though. I do find that a fitting metaphor, and I do like that we don't care quote from the big turtle. Okay? And I do like the rock creature. And I do like the Neverending Story, too, because there was an acid river and very shiny metal and glass boats. And I kind of like the idea of that. And if somebody fell in the river, they would burn up. I like if they did something like that in Orange County. Something like very shiny and deadly like that. I think that's a BetterHelp.com/Tim Dillon. Thank you. Goodbye. Is your Uncle Stan, who I love on social media at all?
No.
Who is Uncle Stan? Because this guy, I have to meet this guy.
He's my gay 83-year-old unofficial uncle who just kind of like became friends with my mom when she was pregnant with me and just forced his way into my life and called himself my uncle. And I would spend summers in his antiques shop and he would take me to plays. And
he's been banned from
tons of restaurants. He's just super sassy and mean and hates women and just talks to anybody about their sex life.
I have to meet this fucking guy.
It would be amazing.
This is the guy that I have to meet because this guy seems like a guy that,
you might be, aging into him.
Yeah. I'm going to age into him if I'm lucky. Why does he get banned from all these restaurants?
Because he speaks like, he thinks he's half Mexican, but he just looks like Jack Nicholson, but he thinks like it comes across to people that he's like Hispanic, and he'll speak really bad Spanish to people and say horrible things like, oh, your boyfriend's probably fucking some other girl right now. I mean, look at you. You're not even good looking. Like, he's crazy.
What, does he say that in a restaurant?
Yeah, in a restaurant.
God bless this fucking guy.
He'll be at the grocery store and he'll be talking to the guy checking him out. Like, how's your sex life, Juan? Do you fuck good? And he'll like gesture like a fuck gesture.
Are you fucking Juan?
Are you fucking good, Juan?
What does Juan racist?
Say? They just, I don't know. Please just
because he wants to fuck Juan.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do shit like that.
He wants to fuck everybody.
Yeah.
He'll be really racist to hosts at restaurants that don't seat him quick. Like, he'll be like, I'm a diabetic cocksucker. You better seat me. I'll call the Better Business Bureau on you. He's always threatening to call the Better Business Bureau. He'll say that he'll ask them what their ethnicity is and be like, where are you from? And they'll be like, El Salvador. And he'll be like, oh, the El Salvadorians, they're all users. He'll just get super racist.
Dude, we're going to get a shirt that says, I'm a diabetic cocksucker. That's coming. So if you're into the merch, I'm a diabetic cocksucker is coming.
Oh, we gotta make it.
People that don't start trouble in restaurants, I can't understand them. I don't even want to be near somebody who's not been in an altercation in a restaurant. They're not my people at all. My mother was like that. My mother, God love her, she is in an institution. But my mother, we used to go out to dinner every meal because she didn't cook and they didn't know how to manage their money. They just thought you went out to eat. That's what trash people think you do when you have money. Okay? Like I remember one chick that I went to school with, real trash pig. And she would go out to like Fridays all the time. This was like a few years, maybe after college. Somebody commented, "Oh, you go out to eat a lot." And she just goes, "Yeah, it's part of my lifestyle." And that's what trash people think. And that's the way I've lived my life. When you're trash, you think going out to a restaurant is because literally the only people who can't do it are homeless people. So you're above them.
Yeah.
You're like above the homeless. And that's where,
Yeah.
you're like, look at me. So my mother used to go out and she would order the special and she would always order it like it would be a fish special. And she'd be like, let's get it without the sauce and without any of the veg. Like, I just want the fish on the plate with butter, which already chefs don't like.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd go, I like some French fries lightly cooked. And then the French fries would come and they wouldn't really be lightly cooked. And my mother would call the waitress over. And these people know her. So they all have PTSD. And my mother would go, hey, let me ask you a question. Do these French fries look lightly cooked to you? Do they look? Like, it would be great. It'd be like a question and answer. She never just got to the complaint. She turned it into a courtroom. Let me ask you a question. Do these French fries, to you, maybe I'm wrong, do they look lightly cooked? And then the waitress would go, nah, I guess not that lightly cooked. My mother would go, right. Let me ask you another question. If the chef back there can't figure out how to make French fries, do you think he's in the right line of work? So now my mother has led her into this. And the lady's like, I don't know. And then I swear to God, one time the lady said to my mother, he's had a really rough time. I think his wife is sick. It's really tough. I think his wife has cancer. And my mother just looked at her and goes, well, I assume the meal is free. Woo!
Oh, that's great.
And those are the people I want to be around.
Yeah.
I want to be around people that get so angry in a restaurant, they start to look like they're going to get physically violent.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Like that 5 easy pieces scene.
Yeah.
That kind of like broke the barrier for treating waiters like pieces of shit.
Well, here's the thing with waiters, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way. Waiters often are pieces of shit.
Yeah.
That's not always, but in some cases, waiters and waitresses should be tortured. Because, and I know that there's a lot of them that are going to email and tweet and call, like, you don't understand, it's so hard.
Yeah.
Well, then get another job, okay? This is my only happiness.
Did you go to Swingers again?
I did. Let me tell you right now.
Is that same lady there?
No, she was probably home. God only knows, doing God only knows what, trying to make her dreams come true. By the way, the waitresses at Swingers all look like 13-year-old Epstein, like chicks that were kicked off the plane before they took off. It looks like Epstein lined them up and went, no. You go serve hummus in West Hollywood. You're out.
It was a pedophile dodgeball game.
It's
You're
what it
picking
looks
teams.
like. It's children
Yeah.
in fucking Swingers. Dumb diner. The problem with West Coast diners is you need diner people. I'm a diner person.
Yeah.
West Coast people is like cool people in the diner. You don't want cool people in a diner.
Right.
You want people that are like, that's their home.
Mm-hmm.
That's their home.
Mm-hmm.
My mother would sit for hours in a diner because she didn't want to come home to her loveless marriage. So that's her home. And you better treat her like that. You better bring that stuffed flounder.
Yeah.
And it better be exactly what she wanted. And if not, my waitresses would sit in the booth and talk to my mother,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Swingers is just these people that are like, hey, have you made a decision? Yeah, I've made a decision. I've made a decision to shoot up this restaurant. I don't know. I mean,
Doing like an impression of a diner, like those fake 50s diners, shit like that on the West Coast over
that
here.
fake
Mel's. It's like, this isn't a diner.
Norms
Yeah,
and
fuck off.
Mel's.
Yeah.
This is what eating French toast was like during segregation. Enough. Enough with you fucking LARPing in the fucking lives of 50s diner waitresses that were fucking competent, by the way, because if they weren't, they got a boot to the face.
From Epstein to diners.
These are all problems. These are all issues. Pedophile cults, the death of the diner.
Yeah.
All problems. I want to talk about this too, because I did just stay in a Marriott Courtyard. And the Marriott at one time was one of my favorite hotels. Can someone shut that dog up?
Emma, stop.
Emma, enough. What are you nervous to? Were you on the plane? I stayed in the Marriott Courtyard. What is your favorite hotel chain?
I like Holiday Inn when I've been there. Like the suites or whatever. I haven't been
The suites?
I don't know. The Express Suites. I haven't been to
The
many
Express
hotels.
Suites?
I don't get out much. I don't,
The Express
Suites.
You like to get in and
I
out?
went to one in Oklahoma. They had a big continental breakfast. A lot of fat people. It was nice. I liked being around it.
The Marriott used to be the gold standard for hotels in this fucking country because they were Mormon. Mormons are clean, disciplined people. They have irrational beliefs, but who cares? They don't drink. They don't smoke. They keep it clean. They keep it efficient. They keep it moving. They had a great hotel, the Marriott. They had a Marriott nice breakfast buffet. My mother used to take me to the breakfast buffet. It was a nice thing that we did on Sundays. Now, somebody has convinced Marriott. Marriott's bought like every hotel. They own like 35 million hotel chains now. Someone has now convinced Marriott, instead of having a real restaurant in the hotel and room service, they now have something called Bistro to Go. Bistro to Go is like a partner with Starbucks. It's a glorified Starbucks where you can get food that's preheated in a bag and put in a box, a cardboard box, and delivered to your room like you're in one of those detention centers on the border. That's what you feel like when you get it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know what happened.
Mm.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
And these new modern hotels that want to make everything modern, that's not what you want in a hotel. That's what you want in an apartment. I want a nice, warm, homey feeling. I want a real restaurant. I want a nice buffet. I want an angry Asian chef making omelets who's a woman who's very efficient and very angry. That's who I want. I don't want a glorified fucking Starbucks. I don't want to eat out of a fucking box.
Yeah.
Okay?
Are hotels not doing room service like anymore, really, or is
You
that-
know-
it's turning into like an Amazon Prime delivery of like some shit?
I went to a hotel once. I ordered room service, and then they said, okay, it's at the front desk. You can pick it up. And I said, no. It is room service. On the phone, it says room service. Doesn't say desk service. It says you bring it to my room. If I was going to leave my room, I'll just leave the property. The food isn't good. I'm paying a huge premium for mediocre shit that I'm going to eat in my room while I watch YouTube or whatever else. They go, no, it's at the desk. I said, the hell it is. Please bring it up. And they said, it's at the desk. And I screamed as loud as I could into the phone. I am a paraplegic. I am a fucking paraplegic. And there was silence. And then guess what? Knock on the door with my food. And I don't know if even the room service person knew that I was a paraplegic, but they probably did. They were probably like, you got to bring this up to this. So I opened the door and they saw me and they looked at my legs and I just looked at them. I grabbed the food and I went, I'm cured. And I shut the door. That's all. We're not fucking around anymore. We're demanding service at the Marriott Courtyard. We're demanding service. We're demanding the conviction of child rapists and we're demanding service at the Marriott Courtyard. We're not going to fuck around. It's not a class issue. Stop with this. Oh, people are good, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's not a class issue. It's an issue of service. It's an issue of pride. Take pride in your job.
Yeah.
I have a lot of pride in my job. I say great things about comedy and comedians all the time. You know?
Yeah, I went to a Marriott Courtyard on this road trip, and they didn't even have free coffee in the lobby. They like have a Starbucks, and you think it's free, but then it's just the Starbucks. They want you to pay
Starbucks has
for
invaded everything.
everything.
Everything was a Starbucks. There's ERs now with a Starbucks in them.
Yeah.
Go get a Frappuccino while you wait for surgery.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't need everything to be. This country's a big fucking Starbucks. Soon as Starbucks starts selling guns, there'll be no reason to go anywhere else in this country.
Yeah. The drive-thrus are everywhere too.
I can't wait for the Epstein trial when they start to shame the victims. You know that's coming.
Yeah.
You know some defense attorney's going to be like, okay, I guess it's time to hear from these hoes. Maybe some of these hoes can get up on. You're gonna tell us some story. Be one of the girls.
Okay.
Hello. In your name. State your name for the record.
Jessica.
Hi, Jessica. Are you aware of the defendant? You know the defendant?
Yeah. Yes.
You do, huh?
Yeah.
You know Jeff?
Yeah. I do.
Can you point him out?
Right there.
Yeah.
Standing right there.
He gave you a ride on his plane?
He did.
Oh, he did, huh?
Yes.
Did you pay for that ride?
I did not.
So it was a free ride on his plane.
I guess.
You took a free ride on the plane, Jessica, huh?
Yeah.
Do you know how much fuel costs on a 737?
I do not.
You have no idea.
No.
So you just waltzed right on the plane. Did anybody force you to get on the plane?
I don't think so. No.
So you just got on the plane and you took a trip
He said we were just taking a trip, vacation.
and you went to a private island.
Yes.
So let me get this straight. You took a free trip to a private island. Okay. On my client's dime. And the only thing you had to do was suck Alan Dershowitz's old cock. Have you ever sat middle seat on a Spirit Airlines flight, Jess? Do you know how many cocks I'd put in my mouth to never do that? Did you have your own seat on the plane, Jessica? Oh, you did, huh?
Yeah.
You had your own seat. You had your own room on the plane, didn't you? You had a bed.
Yeah.
Oh, you had a bed.
I was tied up, but yeah.
Okay. Because of turbulence.
I didn't think of it that
And
way.
all you had to do was take a few loads from the leader of the free world, Rhodes Scholar. Do you know how good the economy was when President Clinton was in, Jessica? Do you have any idea?
I was very young. I don't.
Right. So the mastermind of one of the greatest boom times ever wanted to empty a few loads on your tummy in a private jet, and suddenly the world owes you something? Bitch, are you serious right now? Look at this jury of poor people. Are you serious? They've never been to an island. They went to Sandals once.
I like how Tiffany Haddish is the lawyer.
You know she will be in the movie. Bitch. Yes. But you know that's going to go down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'll be like, reverse Kavanaugh.
These are all so fun, but none of them can ever go on social media. You got to listen to the podcast, folks. You got to listen because we cannot take the chance of putting these things up because they're coming for us. We are on a list. We've been shadow banned. Yeah. Somebody who follows me goes, I look you up, you're 6th. And I follow you, you come up like 6th. Shadow banned.
Wonder if...
Don't get nervous. I know you're an industry guy. Devin's got a lot of industry friends. Make him nervous. Oh, you sit next to Tim Dillon. He's going off.
Yeah,
Are you ever uncomfortable on the show with what I say?
No, never. No, honestly. I've given up. I don't. That's the thing. I don't care at all.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You don't want to be on a game show on True TV? That's not your goal?
I mean, I'm missing out on writing for a Snapchat comedy series that requires a password and a IP address to walk. But
me and Ben at a meeting today, we walk into guys like,
yeah, how'd that go?
He goes, we can't really put this on like NBC. I go, yeah. He goes, no. He goes, maybe Comedy Central and TBS. Talking about the desk videos. I'm like, yeah, I don't even think they're really. But who knows? Let it happen.
Unless they completely change the format of their channels and like what they believe in. I don't see it happening. I mean, what Frank TV to you behind a desk?
It's so funny how incredibly scared we are of speech and jokes and how we don't give a fuck about people's actions. We don't really care about people's actions.
No.
We don't give a shit about that. We care about what you say, you know?
There's videos on Instagram of people punching kids, I'm sure, and they have so many views that they're not going to take them off.
I mean, all those Instagram fitness people, like these hot dudes that I follow, I comment all the time. They're like, your face is so important. Always try to smile because that, you know, that shows the world how you feel inside. And I'll be like, I'll just comment like, what if a bear ate your face? How do I smile then? I was mauled by a bear. I don't have a face. I used to drink at a bar called The Helm. There was a guy, Lou. He had no nose. It was just a hole in the middle of his face. We called him Louie No Nose. And you know what? No matter how happy he was or how much he grinned, the world was very troubled by the way he presented. I think he sniffed so much cocaine he lost his nose. I don't know. Sometimes I just want to be that hot guy who just takes pictures on the beach in Malibu and just puts dumb quotes up, you know?
Live, love, laugh.
Yeah. You know, believe in yourself. Forget about the drama. You don't need the drama. Be yourself. Don't let anybody tell you that you're less than. No, let everyone tell you you're less than. You're less than. You are less than. There are people that are more than, and by definition, you're less. But that's the thing. You send all these people into the world thinking they're beautiful, thinking they're intelligent, and they're informed, and they're 450 pounds, and they go into the world, and they've learned everything off a Twitter thread, and they open their dumb mouth. I'm sitting at dinners with some people who open their mouth and they just start talking and they don't know what they're saying. And I'm like, shut up. Go back into a cave. Learn and then come out again. All these people hopping on the Epstein train. Where were you guys?
Right.
Where the fuck were you when I was talking about this? Mullen was talking about it. Luis Gomez, not really, but sometimes. You know, Louis thought Jeffrey was a dentist. He was trying to get free shit from him. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What matters is we were there. All these people that are now jumping on the train, like they know what the fuck's going on.
Yep. Super convenient too now.
I can't wait till how we'll end this somehow and make Jeffrey Epstein a hero. I don't know how we're going to do it. We'll make him a hero.
Yeah. He looks like he could be good.
I want to hear from him. He hasn't spoken.
Yeah, I do want to hear him talk.
I want to hear from him.
Yeah.
I want to hear him. I want to hear what he's got to say.
Maybe he'll do like a Gayle King interview like R. Kelly did.
Yeah, and Gayle King just sits there.
She's always talking to rapists.
Yeah.
It's like her favorite thing to do.
Gayle
Every
King
morning.
loves it. Gayle King's trying to get raped. That's why. Gayle King's like, can you show me exactly how you did it?
Can somebody fuck me?
How would you hold them down? Why don't you just cut off my airflow? Can I ask you a question, Jeffrey?
Can you choke me?
Would you mind cutting off my airflow with your big bare hand? Just so I could experience what the girls experienced, and I will then make a decision if this is rape or not. Just put your hand on my neck. No, I see the film guy's getting nervous. No. He's going to choke me. He's going to choke me now. What names are going to come up? What would shock you? You know, Woody Allen's going to probably come up.
Maybe. I feel like he's more of a lone. Like he did that on his own. He's like,
well, he was friends with Epstein. They lived around the block. Oh, yeah, they lived around the block from each other.
I want to know if it's really the Chris Tucker because Mullen was saying it's not. It's really
another
not.
Chris Tucker.
That's actually, I like that. I don't want Chris Tucker.
I don't want Chris Tucker involved.
Yeah.
You know? I want people I hate implicated. I have a whole list of people that I want implicated.
Can you say who they are?
No. Well, maybe. But there's a whole list of people that I don't feel like have done me right. that
Yeah.
I want implicated. I want them to have to explain why they were at the island. Got to explain it. Some people are going to have to explain that. It's going to be hilarious. People are going to be like, I knew Jeffrey, but I didn't really know him. And he's like, hey, I got an island. I like the water. So I was like, I want to take a vacation. There was a lot of kids around, and I didn't pay attention to it. I didn't know what was going on. Then there was this weird temple where the kids would massage us all, but I thought it was for UNICEF. Like, I thought this was some type of fundraiser. I thought it was like for the Red Cross. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we'd hunt these children. We would get in groups of 3, and we'd put numbers on the children and then hunt them. And this was all part of the Boys and Girls Club. That's what they said. We sponsor children. So we have to, in order to see which child we sponsor, we had to hunt them and then shoot them with a dart gun. That is what it was. It was for the Boys and Girls Club. A lot of people are like, oh, you're making fun of this. Yep, we're making fun of it because we're living in hell. We're making fun of hell. And all of these people should go to jail and be killed.
Yeah.
Don't fucking email me and tweet at me and be like, you're making light of it. Put them in jail. Put Bill Clinton in jail.
Yep.
These people are, if they're doing, and we know they are doing that, there's zero fucking chance that Bill Clinton was not fucking underage chicks on that plane. There's no chance. Nobody believes that, not even Hillary. They were both tweeting about soccer the other day.
Oh.
How proud they were of the soccer team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what they're talking about.
That's what you were focused on? Soccer. Hillary was like, the people close to them, that's a dark job. Their handlers, their assistants.
Mm-hmm.
They know there's blood in the water. They fucking know, man. And they got to come out with these dumb fucking statements. Bill was never on the island. These people got it, and they sleep very well. They all sleep great. And they're aiding and abetting some of the worst crimes, unimaginable crimes. And because these are crime families. The Clintons, the Bushes, they are crime family. And the Trumps, to a degree, are this is criminal activity.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Donald Trump was involved in or what he wasn't involved in, but I do know a lot of the shit he's done with his real estate connections. He's been involved with very shady characters. These are people that get to where they get because they commit crimes and they get away with it. And I know that's hard for people to believe because in their head, they believe that these people are talented. Bill Clinton's a brilliant politician,
Mm-hmm.
Trump's talented. They have talents, but they're also criminals. And many of them are child rapists and murderers. So, you can be a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be any one thing. But people got to open their mind a little bit. Do you think, this opens up a conversation about who these people are? Because that is what I'd really like to see happen.
Yeah.
And I don't think it will.
No, I don't think it will. I think we'll move past it.
Yeah.
Because it's, I don't know. I feel like people it's too heavy. It's like too much.
It's too much, dude.
Do you think there will be any kids that we find out 10, 11, kids?
Yeah,
not even 6.
It's going to be bad.
When that comes out, that's going to get fucking really, really scary. If you're just not.
So you're okay with the 13. Fair enough.
No,
Good
yeah,
point.
totally.
It's fair. What when Russ Baker wrote that book, Family of Secrets, and I read it, and he described the process of writing it, and he said to me, and Ray Kump, the great Ray Kump, he said, when I started to really understand who these people are and how they operated, the book and the process of writing it had the profundity of theology, meaning it was so profound, it was a religious experience. I started to understand things that that never made any sense to me that started to make sense. All of these questions that I had about why things operated a certain way, they started to become more clear as I understood who these people were, and also as I understood all the influences and the pressures that were exerted on them, how some of them had been blackmailed, some of them owed their political career to, a certain billionaire, a certain power broker, that these people had been party to criminal acts that were then covered up, and the people that facilitated that cover up were able to use that and leverage power and pull strings. And he goes, once you start seeing how all of that happens, it's clear to you that dumb, remember School of Rock? It's like how a bill becomes a law.
Mhm.
I'm just a bill sitting here on Capitol Hill. And you read that. I mean, you watch that and you're like, oh, that's what happens. The House legislation originates there. It goes to the Senate.
Mhm.
Then it goes to the president. That's not really it. That's a very positive way of looking at how things get done. Have you seen
Mhm.
that? I'm just a bill.
Yeah, back in the day.
Everybody has seen that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what it is.
No.
It's not what it is. It's like, I'm just a bill. I was sponsored by a senator. He fucked a kid in a hotel in Washington. There was a camera there, and someone sent that photo to him. And now he said, we need a war. We're going to have a war. And they said, you're going to have 3 more wars. He said, okay, don't tell them I fucked a kid. And I'm just a bill. I was written with blood. I'm just a bill. I was written with blood. I go to the House, then the Senate floor. There were cameras at that party. They saw you fuck that whore. And I'm just a bill. And it's like, that's what it really is. We killed a Kennedy. We put Michael Hastings went to a tree. I'm just a bill. Don't look at me. I'm just a bill. We had a debate. It was about rape.
That's the chopped and screwed version.
It's the chopped and screwed version.
That's great.
That's what it really is.
Yeah.
It's not the fucking people having, well, I think. You know who I really want to be on this plane? Ocasio-Cortez. I want Ocasio-Cortez to come out and go, yeah, I fucked those old white bitches. I fucked them and I don't feel bad about it. I fucked them and I stole their wallets. And I took that cash and I gave it to the poor of the Bronx. I want to have a moment with her, like how she does those 3 to 5 minute clips.
Yeah.
Where she just gets out and all the, the phones are on her and she's like, we're about to go viral, bitches.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, yeah, I fucked Epstein. They said he has a weird little dick, like an egg-shaped penis, a tiny egg-shaped penis.
Oh.
And I want her to be like, I put that old egg in my fucking mouth. I knew exactly what I was doing. That billionaire fuck. I went in there. I fucked them all. Alan Dershowitz ate my ass. And as he was eating my ass, you know what I was doing? I was reading Marx and getting ready for the war. I used my sexuality as a weapon against those old fucks. I infiltrated that island.
That would be great.
It would be great. It would be powerful.
Did you see that video of her being confused about what a garbage disposal is? She was pretending she didn't know what a garbage disposal.
No, but I mean, she's she's somebody who I thought was going to be president. Now the more and more I see her, I'm like, you were good.
Yeah, she needs to stop talking as much.
She might be on a reality show in a few years, but that might be the president. That is the presidency.
Right.
I want, there's going to be one girl that comes out and is pro Epstein. Like one of the kids that he fucked.
Yeah.
Is going to come out.
Who has Stockholm syndrome. And
one girl's going to come out and be like, they were nice to us. There was always breakfasts. You bitches are crazy. Jeff, on the other side of this, remember me. I'm not selling you out like the rest of these stank ass hoes. I'm with you, Jeff.
Stank ass.
Does he have kids? Does Epstein have kids? It's got to be a fun date, huh? Well, my dad's actually in the news right now. Daddy. Bill was not on the island. Bill barely knows Jeff. He was on his plane 4 times. He had a small meeting in Harlem, 2002. What was that meeting about? Farm subsidies? Is that what they were discussing in Clinton's office in Harlem? Was that what it was? Talking about trade? I wonder if Epstein has kids.
Well, he has kids in another way.
That's true.
He has another type of
Yeah,
kids.
It's a bad Google search right
Yeah,
now.
it's a
Jeffrey Epstein
Pretty
kids.
confusing Google
We
search.
don't need to get shut down here. Apple Podcast pulls us off. What are you doing? That'll happen. In 20 years, you'll have a pro-pedophile podcast.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Pro-pedophile podcast. Oh, it's coming. Okay. Good. Folks, when I was a child, I was rightly told I had a lot of promise. I was told I was very bright. I was told that I was going to be lucky and that my luck was going to be earned and that I was going to be special. I was going to be different. I stood apart from the pack. Many of you were not told that. And that's because that is not the case for many of you. Many of you are not special. You're not different. You don't matter. Many of you. And I don't mean you don't matter in a grand historic sense. Of course you don't. I mean, even in the day-to-day horrible life you have of your meaningless interactions, your stupid job. I mean, most of you out there, what are you really doing? Nothing. You're sucking up air. You're using resources that other people, like myself, like Cardi B, like Donald Trump, could be using to further our agendas because we are special. Yes, I am sorry. I am sorry. People like myself, Cardi B, who I believe her real name is Belcalis, and Donald Trump are special people. What do we share, me, Cardi B, and Donald Trump? What do we share? We're all magnetic. We're all funny, effortlessly. We all have a certain sex appeal. We've all maybe drugged people and taken things from them. Things they didn't need, okay? They don't need it. Here's another thing that unites me, Cardi B, and Donald Trump. We're all New Yorkers. Fuck yeah. Okay? We're better than you, bitch. Yeah, that's right. And we all have fucking websites. We've got websites. People can look us up. They can see our shit. We got schedules. We got content. We got links. We got text, video, pictures. Okay? You want a website? You want to be like us? You want to be like Donald Trump, Cardi B, or Tim Dillon? Two people who got their start from a reality show. One person got his start from the world of stand-up comedy. Go to Wix. Okay? We built a great site, timdillonsgoingtohell.com, using Wix. There is no is, it's just timdillonsgoingtohell.com. It was incredibly easy to do. If you have a business or content you want to promote, you're missing out on potential clients and customers if people can only contact you via social media. You think that it's all on the gram. It's all on TikTok. Wake the fuck up. Okay? What are you selling your product to 15-year-olds? What are you doing? There's adults out there that want to read some goddamn testimonials about the shit you're peddling. You're a fucking hairstylist? People want to know. They want to see photos of things you've done before they go and plunk down money at your fucking salon. You're a wedding photographer? Maybe you're a DJ. They want to hear that Brenda from Bayshore, Long Island thought you were great. She was a little skeptical up front because you looked Filipino and she didn't really understand if those people knew about music. But he won me over. That's what Brenda's testimonial would say. I was nervous up front because Dan looked like a Pacific Islander. However, I realized that he was really great and he was a great wedding DJ. Now, my marriage is over, but that has nothing to do with Dan. My husband turned out to be a little abusive, I should have maybe seen that coming. I did not. We have a divorce that's been playing out in the courts right now. It's unique in the sense that neither of us want the children. We're dividing up a collection of Beanie Babies right now that we inherited from Dan's mother. And we're living in his mother's basement in Bayshore, New York, where we eat bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches and watch Fox News every day and get ready for the Great War, where Donald Trump will lead us into battle. It's the one thing we still agree on is that we love Trump. We would have got divorced years ago, except that we have that. We still have that. You need a testimonial on the website, no matter what you do. You might be a child acting coach, and you need somebody to go, he never fucked my kid. This guy did not come over and do creepy shit. He just taught this person how to act. He didn't come over and do weird shit, start doing weird breathing exercises on the floor. We were waiting for that, but he was pretty on the level. You know? We appreciate that. Did not fuck the kid. Now, my kid has also not gotten any work. I don't know if that's related, but I hope that all evens out eventually. But these are testimonies. These are what boomers want to read before they sign on for your services. Okay? My daughter got her hair done with Jackie DiGiglio at Mirage Salon in Massapequa before the prom. My daughter was so happy with the highlights that Jackie put in that made my little girl look like a real Long Island woman. She went to that prom. She danced around, putting her pussy in everybody's face. And we were proud as a family. We were really proud of her. She was very happy. And now she wants to be a stylist at that same salon. So she's smartly not going to college. And she's going to go sweep up hair in Massapequa and watch Jackie make other girls beautiful. These are the types of things you need on the website. So go to Wix. They have a drag and drop design system if you don't want to design your own website. Jackie DiGiglio did not design her own website. She used Wix ADI, Artificial Design Intelligence. She was drunk. She tried to figure out the website. She just started screaming the N-word and punching her Mac. That's not the move. Finally, somebody said, Jackie, just use the ADI. And she did. And now she's getting a lot more people coming into her salon. Over 150 million people have built their website using Wix. Who cares? Is that even a lot of people? I don't know. These are these dumb things we're supposed to read. 150 million people. Does that matter? TimDillonsGoingToHell.com. Click the link at the bottom to get 10% off any Wix premium plan, okay? Don't be one of these people that doesn't have a website. Be like me. Be like Donald Trump. Be like Cardi B. We are better than you, fuckhead. Because we have websites. And because we were chosen by Christ to lead humanity to the next level. Cardi B, Tim Dillon, Donald Trump. No one else. Goodbye. How long have we done? 48.
Yeah, it would be great if we found out some like people we were just completely shocked by were on that plane. You know,
I don't want to talk about this anymore, like the fucking of the kids, but we can't stop. I've tried to stop for 2 years. It's every news story.
It's just so exciting that this is happening.
But every news story is this.
Yeah.
And then you get mad at some of the conspiracy people because you're like, everything's not, everyone's a pedophile. And then you turn on the news and you're like, well, I guess actually, maybe you guys are right.
Who's that?
It's just a random voice. But I wonder, thank God we have comedy. Comedy will save us, don't you think?
Yeah.
Don't you think stand-up comedy will save us? Don't you think all we really need to undo the power of the pedocracy is a good old bit?
Mm-hmm.
Just the perfect bit.
Yeah.
I remember these idiots when the whole Louis first thing happened, like the real comedy loyalists were like, he's going to come up with the perfect bit and it'll make it all okay. And I'm like, guys, why don't you sober up? Why don't you sit the fuck down and get some sleep? Okay? Take a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll have some great bits. It won't be the perfect bit that makes everything okay. If it is, I'll be amazed. And God love him.
Yeah. But yeah, a bit could save the world, you know?
What do you do if you're Epstein? What's your move?
Take a plea deal that gets me like 9 months or something. and then
No,
just
they're
go
going to.
back-
I think he's
back to
facing
it.
45 years.
Well, he can't run, right? Because then he can't get any. Doesn't have his.
They'll
lifestyle
kill
anymore.
him. They'll kill him.
Yeah.
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 They're trying to kill him already. Hillary Clinton's in Palm Beach with a crossbow. You know, she's paying off some prison guard in New York where he is right now to go shank him. You fucking nuts? They don't want their legacy to be ruined. Bill's like, I'm just a regular rapist. Okay? I've just been credibly accused of rape by of-age people. Can that be my legacy?
Yeah.
Can my legacy be locking up black people for no reason and rape of appropriately aged women? Thank you. Is that too much to ask? Nobody wants that legacy.
No.
You know?
Yeah. No. Yeah. They'll play the most dangerous.
Your mom
game
must
with
be going
Epstein.
crazy. Bev must be fucking.
She's in Hawaii right now, but I'm sure she's not even having fun anymore. She's just on the computer, just going off about it.
I like Devin's mom. She's fucking plugged in.
Very plugged in.
She's plugged the fuck
9/11's
in.
an inside job. Sandy Hook didn't happen. She knows all the families' names. She'll talk about other actors. It's insane. It's beautiful.
Do we do a live podcast
With
listen to me, from Jeffrey Epstein's, like, New York City townhouse, like outside of it? Do a fly us all to New York and we just sit outside of Jeffrey Epstein's townhouse?
yeah, why not? Will we get removed?
Probably. You know?
Yeah.
I wanted to do one at Camp Hero in Montauk by the Stranger Things. But also, fuck Stranger Things. I've had enough of that.
Yeah. I'm
Hey,
tired of it.
enough of that.
They're like older now.
Hey, enough. Enough.
Yeah.
No one cares. Stop with this nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
You're all on some odd nostalgia high
Yep.
for the 80s.
Steven Spielberg shit.
You know what the 80s was? AIDS and crack for a lot of people. I know you lily white bitches think the 80s was all about malls and carnivals. But for a lot of people, the AIDS was about watching your friend waste away because he had a disease the government wouldn't say is true, or watching mom light a rock in your living room because the CIA was selling it to her. I want to see that Stranger Things episode. Where's the Stranger Things episode where Winona Ryder's smoking crack and she doesn't give a shit about the Demogorgon anymore?
Yeah.
She doesn't care about the alien. She's like, will you kids shut the fuck up about this alien? And she just smacks them right across the face and she just lights a rock. Where's that episode? Where's the savings and loan scandal where they all lose their fucking houses? And Winona Ryder is fucking smoking crack in a car that they're all living in. Hopper.
Yeah.
Hopper has AIDS because he's sucking cock and not telling anyone about it. He's a leather daddy. He's doing intravenous drugs. Let's get nostalgic for real shit, okay? It's not all hanging out in the mall and fighting some alien,
Yeah.
okay? You fucking clowns. Make a real show.
About crack and AIDS.
Yeah, it was the 80s.
Yeah.
Make a show about coke.
Put some fun music behind it.
People were doing blow.
Yeah.
Winona Ryder would have been sniffing her fucking face off in that kitchen. Numb mouth, barely speak, saying to the kids, they're like, Mom, what happened to my piggy bank? Shut up. I'm going out. Mom's going out.
She joins the Dallas Buyers Club.
Finn Wolford, that character, turns around to the other kid. He's like, Mom's smoking it now. It's getting bad. It's getting bad. She doesn't have any money anymore, so she's smoking it. That should be the alien. Winona Ryder, by the way, before she got Stranger Things, was shoplifting.
Right.
She was stealing shit from
clothes.
fucking Bloomingdale's.
Yeah, I don't like that show.
I mean, listen, it's one of those things where it should have been a movie, 90-minute movie. I enjoyed it when it first came on.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need 9 seasons of everything. We don't need to see these kids grow up to be in their 30s. No one gives a shit. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're still fighting the same alien? Enough already. The Upside Down. What is the Upside Down, you know?
I don't even. I watched the first season. That was it. Like the wall was like the monster or something. Like right.
It's based on the Montauk Project. It's based on something that actually happened. And I get it. But again, we don't,
Pear.
Base it on. By the way, Marlboro Lights sponsored the show. Marlboro Lights, they're not just for substitute teachers who want to die. You ever see your sub smoking? I used to do coke with my sub. My sub was a real Italian, real Dago wop bitch. And she used to come over to the coke house and get a couple of bags. Her and her husband used to probably load up and fuck each other like animals. Then she'd come in the next day with 15 circles under her eyes, look like a raccoon, drinking coffee. She'd put on a video and go sit in the back. She was still coming down. She was a good woman. I miss her. I miss those people. They're good people. We're going to wrap it up here, folks. We've taken down enough sacred cows. It's a good show. People are really enjoying this. They're enjoying it because we're careful.
Pick our words wisely.
I think that's what this society is full of. Too many fat people running their mouth. This show is about people that are careful and cautious and that believe in this country. This is great land. This is a great country that we live in, and everything that we've gotten, we've all earned, and it's all been honest. That's why people like the show. They like the show because finally somebody who's proud to live in a country run by satanic pedophiles, black magic wizards, corrupt plutocrats, oligarchs, literal demons. They're proud. We're proud. We're not gonna apologize for who we are. No. We just celebrated the 4th of July. 4th of July. And then a few days later, our ex-president told us that he wasn't on the pedophile island. Happy 4th of July. Isn't that nice, everyone? Oh, say, can you see? I was only on the plane 4 times. I never went to the island. We had a quick meeting in Harlem. And the crimes that he did, all the fucking of kids, was not involved with my Clinton Foundation work. Oh, say I am innocent of the Twitter mob. I only raped Juanita Broderick. And she enjoyed it, no matter what she said. And then the F-15s just fly over.
The Super Bowl starts.
The Super Bowl starts. TimDillonComedy.com, folks. I will be coming to Hilarities in Cleveland, July 19th and 20th. August 1st through the 3rd, American Comedy Co. in San Diego. the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, I'm down at Zany's in Nashville, Comedy Zone in Charlotte. I'm at Stand Up Live in Huntsville, Alabama, Stardome in Hoover, Alabama. I'm at Good Nights Comedy Club in late August in North Carolina. Tim J. Dillon, Dillon on Instagram and Twitter. Follow me. They're shadow banning us. We got to get ahead of us. We're independent now on the podcast. The Patreon is coming. The Patreon will have all the archives, 2.5 years of Tim Dillon's Going to Hell. Every interview that we did, all the conspiracy stuff, Russ Baker, Nick Bryant, Who Took Johnny, Mark Galeotti talking about Russia, all this great shit, really interesting stuff, deep dives on all of those fucking things. We're going to go to twice a week. You know, when we launch the Patreon, you'll get an episode a week on the first tier. On the second tier, you'll get all those archives and an episode a week. The third tier will be crazy. You're going to get longer videos of the desk, things that we do. You'll get an email to correspond with the show. You can suggest topics and rants and whatever. You know, maybe you'll come on for some interviews. We're open to that too. We're really moving ahead. It's really going to be fun. It's really going to be crazy and wild. We're really off the chain.
Mm-hmm.
We're off the chain. So keep listening. Keep telling your friends about the show. You know, like-minded people. It's not going to be for everyone. This will not be for everyone.
Yeah, no, but there's enough maniacs out there.
I hope. Devin Costa, what do you think?
What?
What do you tell people to find you?
YouTube.com/Devin Costa, DEVAN.
People say that you're very small. You look like a child. I look like an ogre.
Yeah.
Somebody sent me a screenshot of that YouTube comment.
I know. I look like I ride you around town.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, then I have a podcast on iTunes, Hate That You Love It with Devin Costa. Just type in my name and give it a like or
follow.
rate.
Where's your social media?
Twitter, same, Devin Costa, DEVAN.
Very good.
Twitter's dying though, so.
Is it?
I don't know. I mean,
Everyone's
I suck
saying
at it. So I say
Feels
it's
like
dying.
it's happening. What do I know? Yeah, there's some crazy shit in this podcast.
But compared to all the other ones, really?
Right. Well, compared to the actual horrible acts that our leaders...
Also compared to the rape.
It's actually fine.
Yes.
The jokes are fine. Go check out the thing. If you haven't already, me and Nick Mullen did a fun little half-hour podcast about Epstein. Check that out.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That was a lot of fun. Nick knows all about this shit. Very interesting. We're going to have him out on more when he's in LA. Got a lot of big guests coming up too. Very fun stuff. Good night, everybody.